Welcome to your Ethereum News Roundup. Here's your latest for Friday, December 22nd, 2023. OpenZeppelin shares lessons from an ERC2771 Multicall vulnerability. Obol Network integrates with EigenLayer. EspressoSys outlines its BFT Preconfirmation architecture. And P2P.org releases a staking market report. All this and more starts right after this message. This episode is sponsored by Harpy, an on-chain security solution for Ethereum-based wallets. Harpy helps you detect and prevent malicious transactions before they execute, safeguarding your assets from theft in real time. Secure your wallet for free at harpy.io/ETH daily. OpenZeppelin shared insights from a vulnerability linked to the combined use of its ERC2771 library with multi-call functionalities. The vulnerability, which was initially disclosed by Third Web, affected over 1,000 smart contracts. In response, OpenZeppelin had set up a war room with white hats and other organizations to safeguard the ecosystem. OpenZeppelin developed a tool within its Defender code inspector to identify vulnerable contracts. ERC2771 is designed for account abstraction and allowing contracts to accept meta transactions with sponsored gas fees. The standard could be manipulated in combination with multi-calls to spoof transaction call data for siphoning tokens. Key lessons from the incident include the need to thoroughly understand how imported dependencies interact and the importance of using upgradable contracts with circuit breakers to effectively respond to incidents. Obol Network, a distributed validator protocol, has integrated with EigenLayer to enable native restaking for its distributed validators. An initial deployment of 2 Obol distributed validator clusters, each comprising of 4 operators, is now live on the Goerli testnet. Native restaking enables validators to earn extra rewards by securing actively validated services on EigenLayer. Native restaking does carry added slashing risks. Distributed validators contribute to enhancing Ethereum's fault tolerance by splitting a single validator key among multiple operators, ensuring that validation continues even if one node in the cluster goes offline. EigenLayer is the largest restaking protocol with over $1 billion in total value locked. EspressoSys introduced a Byzantine fault-tolerant preconfirmation design for rollup sequencing, serving as a method for the confirmation and validation of transactions. BFT preconfirmations are backed by the collective economic security of a consensus protocol and is suitable for scenarios that require rapid transaction confirmations. EspressoSys compares its design with proposer-promised preconfirmations, which is a simpler design that relies on individual validators instead of a consensus group. According to EspressoSys, BFT preconfirmations have a better user experience for cross-rollup transactions. Both BFT and proposer-promised preconfirmation designs are composable but offer different levels of security guarantees. And lastly, node infrastructure provider P2P.org released a staking market report outlining liquid staking, restaking, ZK tech, modularization, and emerging infrastructure. According to the report, liquid staking protocols account for 44% of the 26.4 million ETH staked on the Beacon chain. The report also notes that MEV accounts for about 10 to 15% of validator rewards on Ethereum. The report also outlines decentralized proving, ZKP hardware, and external ZKP generation protocols. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us on X at ETHDaily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.